Good morning, students. Today we will learn direct and indirect speech. Speech is nothing but what we are talking, what we are telling. So, speech of person which can be divided and narrated by somebody in two ways. That is direct and indirect speech. So, how we are find outing the direct and indirect speech? The direct speech can be identified with the help of the quotations, and also the person's words are quoted directly. That we call direct speech. And we can also identify with the help of the reporting word or reporting verb. And on the other hand, we can also identify the indirect speech with the help of without quotations, and also a person's words which are not quoted. And sometimes the reporting verb will change according to the situation. So we can also find out that the reporting verbs will change in the sentences in the indirect speech. For example, we can know this more with the help of these two sentences. He said, I am writing a book on values. Here, the said is known as reported verb. I am writing a book on values is nothing but a reported speech. In the second sentence, we can also go for he said that he was writing a book on values. So, in these two sentences, if we observe the words, then we can easily identify that what are the difference between the direct and the indirect speech. And also, we can easily identify which sentence refers direct and which sentence refers indirect speech. So, reporting directly. So in first sentence, the reporting speech is reported directly. And but in the second sentence, we can also see that the speech is said indirectly, not the directly. And also we can see the reporting verb is used in first sentence as said. Even in the second sentence also reporting verb used, and along with here is a reference of conjunction. So in the first sentence, the comma is removed, and instead of comma, here we are using conjunction. And third difference is use of punctuations. So we can see the in the first sentence comma and also inverted commas. But in the indirect speech, we can also easily see that there is not at all punctuations. Instead of punctuations, here is used conjunction, that is that, and also the tense and the pronoun will change in indirect speech. And another major change we can see here is reporting verbs. So if the reporting verb, the past tense, said is past tense reporting verb. So this will change in indirect speech as told, and also if said to any pronoun, said to plus any pronoun, then it will change into told plus as the pronoun mentioned. If the reporting verb is in present tense or present form, then says will change, will not change in indirect speech. And if the reporting verb is will say, then in indirect speech will not change. So you should remember that says and will say will not be changed in indirect speech. And also we can see another difference here, that if the first sentence is referring about habit, proverb or universal term. First sentence means it is nothing but a direct speech. If the direct speech is in is a habit, proverb or universal truth, then in indirect speech the reporting verb will not change, means the sentence will remain as it is, but here there is no adding the punctuations. Another important changes we can see here is a change in tense. Indirect speech will change according to the tense of direct speech. So, in indirect speech, the sentence will change according to the tense of direct speech. Okay, with the help of some hints, we can understand this direct and indirect speech. So if the direct speech in simple present tense, then in indirect speech it will change into simple past. So here easily another one technique to understand here is, easily we can understand that all the present tense will change in indirect speech past tense. So present changes into past. It is very simple to understand. Okay, so I write a book in simple present. This will change in indirect speech is, I wrote a book. Only this is changing. In present continuous, we can see that I am writing a book. In past continuous, I was writing a book. Past continuous means it is nothing but an indirect speech. And present, I have written a book is in direct speech. And in indirect speech, I had written a book. In present perfect continuous tense, I have been writing a book. In indirect speech, I had been writing a book. And if the direct speech is in simple past, then it will change into past perfect. And other tenses will not work here because of it has a separate rules. So we shouldn't bother about those all things. Now we can understand that it is very simple that present will change into past. Another one is here is, we can also see uh, direct and indirect speech with in modal auxiliaries. So can will change into could. For example, I can write a book will change in indirect speech. I could write a book. And in the direct speech, if model is will, then I will write a book. But in indirect speech, it will change as I would write a book. So it is also very simple to understand. So just here, the all the verbs will change into will take the place of past form of verbs. For example, may past form is might in might, and shall past form is should. And another important thing we should know here is, if in direct speech, if the sentence is referring of any time, or if it is referring of adverbs, then it will change in indirect speech, as this chart tells. This changes into that, and these changes into those. Now to then, these to they to, sorry, here to there, today, that day, tomorrow, the next day, yesterday, the previous day, last night, the previous night, come and go, thus, so, just, then, ago, to before. So this is one of the minor change we can call it. If the direct speech is in interrogative sentence, if the sentence is an interrogative sentence, then it will change in indirect speech as reporting verb will change as asked or inquired. For example, in direct speech, if it is said, then it will change in indirect speech is asked or inquired. And here in indirect speech, there is no means we should not use the question mark. For example, he said to me, what are you doing? He said to me, what are you doing? So here he is asking question. So asking is the answer. So he asked me, what he asked, what I was doing. So you can see here there is no question mark at all, and you can also see the reported verb here. And another an imperative sentence, if the question is not introduced by an interrogative word, if the direct speech sentence is not introduced by the interrogative word, then in indirect speech we should use the help of these two words, if or whether. For example, he said to me, "Did you wrote a book?" So, "did you wrote a book" is nothing but a this is not a question word, but it is a kind of question with the help of helping verb. So he asked me if, you can use if or whether. He asked me if I had written a book. And another form, he asked me whether I had written a book, we can see here. So did you wrote a book? So did is a did represents past tense, and you wrote a book is nothing but a simple past tense. So simple past will change into past perfect. I had written a book. And we can see the imperative, what the changes in imperative sentences. So here we are using reporting verbs like commands, request, and order. If for example, teacher said to student, "Go away." Teacher orders student to go away. So here directly we are referring the reporting verb and the sentence. So here teacher ordered student to go on. It's a very simple to know. If the sentence they may ask for exclamation or wishes, then you can use the reporting verbs in indirect speech like wishes and exclaim. He said, "Alas, I am undone." He exclaimed sadly that he was undone. So if it is exclaim, then you can tell here exclaim. If it is wish, then you can easily tell he wished. So here are some examples which are asked in your previous papers. I hope you all understood. Thank you.